Alright, welcome back. Greetings and salutations. Hopefully you've seen the introductory video where I basically went over the menu options and whatnot. I am going to be playing both sides of this at some point, but as I said in my introductory video, I'm probably going to start with Nod and see how that goes. I do hope to play these games to completion. It came out in '95, which made me pretty young at the time. So as the game ramps up in difficulty as it was going through, I kind of started to struggle because, I was a kid and I get bored and started all over again, back on the easier missions. You also didn't get this. There was no difficulty in the original game. You just had normal mode and no further options. So without further ado, let's jump into the first Brotherhood of Nod mission.
Brotherhood of Nod selected.
So, you're the new addition to the Brotherhood. Well, I'm Seth. Just Seth. From God to Cain to Seth. I am his right hand, and I have a task for you. This is Nakumba, and he is causing the Brotherhood much grief. His views do not coincide with ours, and that makes him dangerous. Silence him.
Very brief mission description. Oh,
Reinforcements have arrived.
that looks very much like the original, but
Reinforcements
zoom
have
out now.
arrived.
Reporting. Moving out.
You can upgrade your tactical infantry. Oh, pressing
Got
C. Okay. Okay.
Right away, sir.
Allows you to transition
Right away,
between sort of like the original graphic.
Affirmative.
That's a nice touch. It's a little bit sort of like, we're just showing off now.
Affirmative.
Especially since one of the things that you like to do is press, in a lot of,
Yes, sir.
I want to say TTRPGs, real-time
Yes.
strategy games.
Moving out. Unit moving out. Moving out.
Oh, that's how you.
Yes, sir.
Oh no, that's
Moving
attacking
out.
a spot.
Acknowledged.
No.
Acknowledged.
One of the things that you
Moving
kind of get used to in a lot of video games is the
Moving out.
interface.
Acknowledged.
And I'm so used to sort of like StarCraft
Yes, sir.
being sort of like you can attack move. So if you're moving somewhere, everybody will automatically
Yes, sir.
shoot anything that it comes across along the way.
Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Yes, sir.
But this
Yes,
is sort of like very much
Yes.
single mouse, left click
Moving
to go
out.
there, right click.
Acknowledge.
Oh well, no, the right click just deselects everything. I've set it up
Moving out.
as per the original.
Got it. Affirmative. Moving out. Moving
But
out.
one of the things is that you can attack a
Got it.
space, so you just
Not a
fire
problem.
blankly at the ground. Totally
Right away,
pointless.
sir.
I'm trying to remember some of
got
the other keys off the top of my head.
Affirmative.
Um,
Right away, sir.
yeah.
Right away, sir. Moving
It's funny
out.
when you're looking at it like this, especially since though it originally was like this. It's all like you can barely see anything on screen, and a lot of these things, it's all like, what was that supposed to be? You recognize that it was supposed to be
Right away,
something,
sir.
but it isn't until you turn it up into the high def that you actually see that it's all like it's just debris, which is kind of what it looked like. But
You got it.
you know,
Yes, sir.
with it being so pixelated and the DOS-based
Moving out.
graphics, it's all like they didn't really have
Moving
much
out.
option other
Moving
than
out.
to
Roger. Right
um,
away, sir.
use
Roger.
the pixels and the graphics
Moving
to
out.
the best of the abilities, which for its time it was pretty good. But these days it's all,
Right away, sir.
in the original
Affirmative.
DOS graphics was 640 by 480.
Right away, sir.
So 600 pixels across by
Moving out.
480 top to bottom.
Affirmative.
This is running at 1980 by 1920 by 1080.
Moving out.
So
Got it.
it's a widescreen format, which is not a thing that we had back in those
Right away,
days. It
sir.
was all 3x4.
Right away, sir.
And
Moving out.
each of those values is at least doubled. 640
Right away, sir.
divided by, oh well, 1920 divided by 640. That's at least doubled, tripled, maybe even quadrupled. So for every inch that you're seeing, you're looking at twice as many pixels,
You got it.
or 4 times as many pixels across.
Moving out, yes, sir. Affirmative.
And the vertical is again the same. It's like at least a double.
Right away, sir.
I know that I don't need to kill all these people, but you know, I'm a terrorist. I'm gonna kill people.
Yes, sir.
Um,
Moving out.
should actually probably just get on with the mission. Because it's.
Affirmative. Roger.
Was that him? No, that wasn't him.
Yes, sir.
Is that him?
Got it. You got it.
Is that him? I think that's him.
Mission accomplished.
Alright, and that was the first mission over and done with. Oh yeah, so yeah, back in the day everything had a score screen. You know, it didn't matter what kind of game it was important that people had scores. And you do kind of give this a little bit down these days, but it's more breakdown in sort of like statistics, and most of the time you just skip over it. This, you've got the statistics on your right, but it also has a score, the top score. I'm guessing this is going to break it down by mission because not many others are going to be only 4 minutes long. But at the same token, you know, it's completely defunct these days. Nobody cares about top scores. So we're going to move on to the second mission selection. This is again another thing that I don't think you see in many games these days, is where sort of like you have a linear path through the game, or a quasi-linear path through the game. It's sort of like mission 1 goes on to mission 2, goes on to mission 3, and back in the day, you had sort of like options as to whether you wanted to go here or here, and I'm just going to pick these at random. But it basically meant that the second mission, they had 2 different maps. 9 times out of 10, it was exactly the same objectives, but on occasion, I think Command & Conquer even had it where sort of like you had different objectives depending on which map you chose. Which means that it gives it a little bit more replayability, but it's crazy to think these days that there's just nothing like that. I like the way that it's got a button now to go back to the main menu. We're going to Egypt. It's giving us some statistics here. Most of these are just made up, as far as I'm aware, for the sake of... That's interesting. Once I select a zone, I can't actually go back. I'm pressing escape. Nothing's happening. I'm guessing the two are the 2 different places both point to Egypt. I'm not that bad at geography. But yeah, so that was the first mission over and done with. I'm selected this mission now. Join me next time for mission 2 of the Brotherhood of Nod. Thanks for watching.